Welcome to Everyday Life. Thank you for joining our podcast, Conversations Over Coffee. My name is Jen.
And I'm Dagda.
And we're going to hit you with the explicit content warning right off the bat. This podcast does include adult situations and adult language from time to time.
I'm an angel. I never fucking cuss.
Okay. Anyways, you ready to go?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's go.
Same difference.
It is the same difference, but hi.
Oh, hello.
It's been a couple days because you had some other priorities to take care of.
Duh.
But we're going to do this really quick because we're coming back in after a few days off and everything, and we're going to do big shout outs, right? Yep. Okay. Big shout out to everybody at our local store. Miss Kathy, Miss Linda, Miss Tina, Miss Leslie, Miss Susan. Don't let me forget her.
Mm-hmm.
The other Miss Tina, who I call Ninja, Mr. Brian, Mr. Big Beef Anthony, Miss Nevaeh, Miss Fran,
Miss Q.
Oh, especially Miss Q. I'm telling you, in another life, I'd have just fucking married her. She's such a beautiful person. She's so, oh my God, she's so adorable. And she's shorter than me, so that's like bonus. Anyways, and definitely super big shouts to our entire barista crew. Miss Q. Oh, not Miss Q. See, you got Miss Q on my brain. What the fuck? Miss C, Miss Z, Mr. R, Miss M. I've never dealt with that other new one. What's her name? Miss A, I think? The college student?
Oh, I don't remember. I'm terrible with names. So.
I've only met, I don't think she's ever made coffee. Okay. But anyways, well, hey, shout out to you too, because you're part of the coffee crew where we go. And am I missing anybody?
Miss J.
Miss J. Okay. So that's everybody. I think. Oh my God. Mr. G. Mr. G. So anyways, big shout out to all you guys, because you guys have been so supported, so supportive, so loving, so kind, so courteous to us. And you have tolerated us doing our test runs at the store, at the shop, and you've been very encouraging and all that lovely stuff. Did I say Miss Sarah, a.k.a. my Zendaya?
I don't think so. You also missed Miss L.
And saving one of the best for last, Miss Layla. Thank you much. Thank you, guys. So we wanted to make sure to put that out there because even though you're not going to hear this for a couple weeks, I'm really sorry about that. That's just kind of how this works. We just did our premiere on Monday, August 25th, which was our...
I don't know what you're talking about.
You son of a bitch. We couldn't even be together was the bad part. That's the bad part. We couldn't even be together.
Any fucking way.
Sometimes look, I understand that's going to sound weird to some people, but here's the reality. When I look at us in the big scope of things, one, I've known and been with you longer than my partner, than many other people in my life. You've known me longer than many people in your life, right? But here's the thing. When I look at the two of us, do you know what I see?
Fucking crackheads.
Weird science brought over our heads, making Kelly LeBrock. That's what I see. That's how I would describe our friendship. Nerds. Anyways, I wanted to make sure to give you guys all a bunch of thank yous. Miss Kathy, Miss Susan, Miss Lynn, everybody. Thank you. We've appreciated it. And of course, the hugs are always bonuses.
Yes, thank you.
Very much. And it was our friendiversary, so that's why I dropped it. That's why I let us go. That's why I released us out into the wild and wonderful world of the web and social media.
Into the wild blue yonder, the rebel without a clue.
Aren't you supposed to be saying, like, into the great wide open?
Whatever.
He doesn't like it when he's wrong. Anywho.
I was not wrong, obviously.
Pull the lyrics up. Because I guarantee you're putting them out of whack.
I know. I did not sing the Into the Wild Blue Yonder song.
Weren't you just trying to sing Tom Petty?
It was an approximation. I was talking about us, not fucking...
Aw.
We're not rock stars.
Well, I mean, my eyes are rock stars, but
my balls are rock stars.
Oh, God. They're also swampy most of the time, ladies. I'm telling you.
Fucking wait.
I can tell it's been warm.
Wow. You fucking stay over there.
I promise you we are arm's length apart. Anyways,
Did you just grab my ass? Sir, it's physically impossible for me to grab your ass. I'm across the room. I know your tricks.
Oh, I don't remember what that's from. What's that from?
I think it's Zoolander.
Something.
Yeah, some.
I think I've actually seen a couple of things where something like that's happened, and one of them I think has somebody my partner can't stand in it. But anyways, okay, we're not squirreling today for the whole hour-ish. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to the support. August 25th was our open date, premiere date, drop date, however you want to say it. We were released out into the wild yonders of the social media and the great World Wide Web. We're on the interwebs.
We're on them interwebs now.
It's a series of tubes.
Yes, and they go like a that and like a this.
It's not a dump truck.
Anyways, please continue. And because I can see the analytics, most of you only stay through part of the credits, like the ending outro. So I'm just going to say a plug for us. Please, if you can, drop a comment, leave us a like, give us a subscribe and a follow. It's what's going to help us get to our goal of actually getting a paycheck someday from doing this. So please, if you haven't already, comment, like, subscribe, follow, share us with your friends, share us with your family, share us with somebody that you know won't get our sense of humor, just as preemptive payback for whatever stupid shit they might do tomorrow. Fair enough?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, so we'd made this list, right? Because we want to make sure that we're trying to stay on topic, but not like scripts or anything. God knows I couldn't fucking follow one to save my life without, I don't know. I don't have enough fucking energy to write up a script. And then
you should call on your best friend, AI. The look she's giving me right now. Yeah.
Fuck you, Dagda boy. Dagda no. Dagda can no. Bad Primarch Dagda, bad Lord Primarch Dagda. No. I'm not a fan of AI. Especially not when, I mean, I don't know. I should be, I guess, because apparently there's moments where I sound like Cortana from Halo. So I should be, all about the AI and all that, but
I, for one, welcome the demon.
Oh my God, I'm telling you. Well, that's okay, because that kind of is going to roll right into what I was thinking we could talk about today, because he has, how many dice? We figured this out before, and you didn't want to admit to it, but you finally had to admit to it, because you just so nonchalantly said, oh, there's more than X amount of dice in my D&D bag. So how many dice was there today?
I mean, that particular bag probably has 70 or so dice in it.
So we had plenty of dice to roll to go through our list just to make sure we tried to stay on track. That's the whole purpose of the list, is to try not to scroll. Because I don't know if anybody could actually follow our off mic conversations. Because sometimes we'll get going and it'll be we'll get all the way to 3 hours later and be like, oh yeah, and then I farted, which should have been said after the first 2 minutes or whatever.
Yeah. This is a fucking 7-hour conversation that could have been 3 minutes.
I mean, that's just not how we do. Inquiring minds want to know, because my squirrel rubbed off on him. And I figured out, listening to an episode that we have scheduled to come out in September, that we probably need a supervisor at all times. There's one more thing I need to address. So we've had a lot of our first donator, our first investor, our first Patreon, our first commenter, all of that, right? So we have another first, and that's our very first Patreon commenter.
Nice.
Is Agent Double H.
Oh, nice.
Our very first Spotify commenter is Butcher Bry, a.k.a. Mr. B.
Nice.
And then our very first requester who wants to do a conversation episode with us is none other than the big, the bold, the beautiful, the great Mr. Big Beef Anthony. That's an inside joke between those two boys. I don't know, but I love Anthony, because even when he's having a really shitty day, he really does try to smile.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and of course, him and Miss C, best friends. And it's going to sound so dirty when I say I swear they rub off on each other.
Praising people.
Yeah. Their personalities seem to distribute equally across each other's at different times. Is that a way I would say it, where it didn't sound dirty, or did that sound worse?
Sure.
Anyways, so we are keeping all of that in mind. And then I also want to give another shout out to Bill. So Bill had contacted me directly and said he would love to hear us do a little talk about motivation, which we did. But I want to be really honest with Bill and say it's somewhere in the files. I wrote down the date, I think, and I forgot to write down the file number from when we had the conversation. So hopefully we'll find it soon. But I did make sure that Bill knew when he texted me that we already had it on our list of beautiful conversations to have.
Mm.
So it's coming, Bill. Just I'll let you know when.
And while we're talking about that, we will also talk about World of Warcraft and Ashes of Creation.
I thought we were going to talk about...
I'm joking. It's because he likes both of those things.
Yeah, he actually was telling me that he was working on his Discord Arc server. So
nice.
So I'll have to make sure to whatever episode we end up putting out the motivation, because we actually already did talk about a motivation. Motivations and what motivates you. So we actually did talk about it, and it was actually a little bit of a kind of off of our norm conversation.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Because there's a lot of times when it comes to the really serious stuff in life, even when we're out in public, there's a lot of times like the super serious stuff we don't have on mic, because I'm telling you, it's like the fucking nerds from Weird Science. We have our own language, and we're just like, and so it's just between us, because we're each other's sounding boards. I mean, that's what friends do. He would like it if I was a dartboard. I like it that he's a sounding board. It balances. You know, I swear, if you had darts, sometimes you would. So that one was just kind of a weird conversation for me, because we had so much fun with the rest of everything that we'd recorded. Mm-hmm. But when it got to that, it kind of got a little heavy. It kind of got a little serious. So, yeah, we might have to re-listen to the whole thing and see if there's anything we can add to add a little positive fun at the end of it. I mean, it was really good. It was a really good conversation. It was a very heartfelt conversation and all of that. But having cried fucking enough in the last few years, and having an absolute meltdown the other day, which thank God no mics were rolling for that, because I feel bad about that. But anyways.
Are you sure? I'm messing with you.
I'm 100% positive, because the portable's sitting right over there. I didn't take it with me.
I got it.
And you can't make your key work in the back door. Anyways, so shout outs, thank you, notations all around. We appreciate you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna take a minute to get a drink, and then we'll get rolling, because I know what we're talking about today. Anyways, okay, so today, man, what are we talking about today?
We're talking about some stinky people.
Some very stinky people.
Some people that should have stopped stinking a while ago.
That's for sure. So, I don't know if people are going to guess it off of that. They're probably not obsessed with this genre or subject matter like I can be. I was told last night, oh, that's never going to happen in our lifetime. I'm like, stop fucking ruining my daydream. Fuck. The Walking Dead. Why did they kill him?
It's The Walking Dead. That's the answer.
Okay, here's the thing.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. If you have not watched all of The Walking Dead at this point, then this episode is probably not for you. I've watched and listened to the entirety of Walking Dead more times than I care to admit. I mean, not as many times as King of the Hill, but incredibly.
Damn it, Bubby.
I don't even want to talk. I'm just so disappointed in the new season, but that's okay. They already have another season coming. Maybe it'll be better. Anyways, so why do you think? Here's the thing I don't get. I have tried to figure out a bunch of times why the fuck, like when it varies so far from the graphic novel book series,
from the original source.
Yeah, Like, okay, so why did they have to? Like, my partner doesn't quite let it go. I understand from the showrunner's point of view that they needed a catalyst. That's why they killed who they killed, and that's why who died, and all that.
Yeah.
But it's just like, why, Carl?
Because he couldn't be Carl Papa.
Ah, you see how I was so courteous to you, too, because you knew it was Kevin. You saw the look on my face. But that's okay, bitch. I got you on the other one. Tucker in jail versus evil. you do get up before me. I mean, yeah. You have to get off of you got to get on my level of weird I mean, it doesn't help that I woke up this morning going, oh God, why didn't we mention Shaka Khan when we talked about Gen X music? And then my brain went, Shaka Khan, let me rock Shaka Khan. Like, literally ran through the song in my head.
No.
And then it was just like, oh, why didn't we say something about the Bangles? I mean, besides the obvious of they were, or Debbie Gibson, or Tiffany. But anyways, we're not talking about, we're giving it a little break to music, right?
Yeah.
I just can't for the life of me, because my partner, so first you have the execution of Glenn and Abram. Okay. And I feel, having watched the entirety of the series, I feel like they could have let Glenn live at least like 6 more episodes.
Okay.
They could have murdered Abraham and left it at that. They could have disabled. They could have made Glenn like, they could have taken an eye, they could have taken an arm or a leg, and let him live a few episodes.
Yeah.
And what really pissed me off though about it, because when you think back through the series, because you've seen enough of the series, right?
Yeah, I've seen up to the season where they concluded things with Negan.
So you've seen all the way through like season 8 or whatever, probably.
Okay.
Something like, at least season 7.
Yeah.
There's 11 fucking seasons, right?
I know. Yeah, I just haven't watched it since that season where they defeated Negan and decided to save him instead of kill him.
They slit his throat and let him live.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you, after what he did to Glenn and Abraham, especially, I mean, obviously, hello, you killed a ginger, what the fuck's wrong with you? Retribution must be had, right? Oh, well, my partner, 605 Viking ginger, whatever. I was so angry when I saw that shard of glass. I'm like, yeah, I was so angry because I saw what was coming. I knew he was probably going to live. And I think that, Rick and Michonne and every other motherfucker who let him live, I think they took Carl's request too literally. I mean, Carl was dead. He was, he had the zombie fever before he died when he wrote his letters. So he wasn't in his right mind.
This last will and testament is null and void.
I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I've never been able to answer. The only answer I can give my partner when he was just like, because I'm like, you really should watch more of it because there's really, like, first of all, Ryan Hurst is an actor who comes in later in the series, and he plays a character named Beta. For any
Beta. Sorry.
Well, he does bow to the alpha. That's just how it is. So here's the interesting thing about Ryan Hurst. A lot of people don't know that he's, oh God, like literally the name just went out of my head. There's a movie, I believe it's called Remember the Titans.
Okay.
With Denzel Washington.
It's a football movie, isn't it?
It's a football movie.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it is. Anyways, there's a kid in that movie who gets into a car accident right before the big game or right after the game or something like that, right? And his name was Gary something or another. So Ryan Hurst actually portrayed that real life person. He was the actor who did that. And he's done he's done a lot of different things that I've really liked. Like he was in a show called The Fosters.
Okay.
Which was really great about a family up in the Appalachian Mountains, which is really, really fucking cool. Because it also had not ding 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 families, but like families who, wait, now my brain's going, isn't there a couple of cousins that are married? Fuck. Anyways, so Ryan Hurst, his dad is it Cletus? I think his dad's Cletus.
Of course.
Cletus from from the Duke's Hazzard.
Oh, okay.
That's his dad.
No, get him, Flash.
See, I believe that's his dad, and I don't want to turn over to Wikipedia right now because I think that disturbs them. Because I swear I touch it, and then I'm just like. But anyway, so Ryan Hurst, and then one of my partner's favorite shows, and a show I really, really liked until the very last season and a half, Sons of Anarchy. He plays Opie in Sons of Anarchy.
Okay.
Have you ever seen that show?
I've seen a couple episodes here and there, but no, I've not really watched it.
Okay, so for anybody who wants to know the gist of Sons of Anarchy and what it's about, it's literally about brotherhood. Yes, it's about all this other stuff, but it comes down to brotherhood, camaraderie. In the episode, there's an episode where Opie fights to the death. That is probably one of the episodes of a tough show. I bawled like a baby.
Mm.
I cried more when Opie was killed off in Sons of Anarchy than I did when Glenn was murdered, or Abraham was murdered, or Carl was murdered, all combined.
Mm.
So anyways, you should check out the show because, like I said, Ryan Hurst is in it later, and it's so funny because I'm like, when I heard that he was joining the cast, I was like, no, he's a good-looking guy. What the ugh? But he does his part really well. I mean, like, really super well. And, I mean, his singing voice is but, yeah.
The fuck?
So, okay, so in The Walking Dead, it's so hard without giving a lot of spoilers away, but Ryan Hurst plays a character named Beta. Mm-hmm. He is second to the Alpha. And the Alpha, she is a fucking flaming nut job. She's actually a sociopath. So the apocalypse is perfect for her.
Mm.
And you find out through the course of his storyline as it comes to an end, he was actually, prior to the apocalypse, a very famous, like, country singer.
Okay.
I don't know if you would call it folk or country or blues. Maybe it's supposed to be blues, my bad. But it might be blues. It's probably more bluesy than anything else. So you find out through the course, and it was just like, and it gets to the scene where he dies, right? And you got Negan who looks over at fucking Daryl, and he goes, "Do you know who that was?" Daryl looks at him, and he goes, "Yeah, just another asshole." And I was like, "That's perfect. I love it." So, anyways, Ryan Hurst alone and how he carries himself in that is worth continuing on the watch. It really is, and of course, it's on Netflix. So,
Yeah.
And I think the last time I watched through it, they didn't have any commercials added to it. That's one of the reasons why I'm watching Fear the Walking Dead. It's because there's no commercials. Although I'm fucking mad at that show too. But anyways, so my partner can't understand why they killed Carl Papa.
Mm.
And I'm like, well, I don't know either. And it kind of confounded me too, because it's like in the original, like, doesn't Rick die like 9 months into the apocalypse?
I don't know. I never read the comic. I did hear that Glenn and Shane, they both died way earlier than, well, Shane died relatively early, but he died way earlier in the comic than what he did in the show. And then the same with Glenn. Glenn died really early in the comic, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Like, way, way, way earlier than where he dies in the show. And I guess part of the reason they kept him in there is because everybody loved him. He was an awesome character, but
I think if they would have kept Glenn in and not killed him off until like the end of the Whisperer storyline, I think, one, the viewership would have stayed up for that show, and two, good chance it would probably still be on to this day or just ending now.
Mm.
I mean, obviously, fuck COVID. It impacted everything. You know what I mean? Like, because it was such a delay. And I get that, but I don't know what keeps me. There are some shows I get really angry at. I can't stand certain characters, or like my partner, Mr. Sheffield, he can't stand Fran Drescher. Oh my God, Mr. Sheffield, he can't stand her. So none of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay. That's fine. I kind of giggle about it sometimes. Like, he's gonna make him mad, but whatever. That's why I watch the TV at a very low volume and keep closed captionings on. Because, like, after he goes and he works so hard all day, last thing I want to do is have anything be an extra stressor to him.
Yeah.
Like, and it's so funny because I made the comment to him recently. I'm like, you control 95% of my life. And he didn't, he took it out of context and not in the way of, I love you that much that I want to make sure when you're home, you're stress-free, you're comfortable, everything's taken care of. And I'm disappointed in myself when I can't make that happen.
Mm.
But I mean, anyways, I don't know. So you saw him kill off Carl. You saw him kill off Abraham and Glenn.
Yeah.
But you saw all the way up until they dealt with Negan.
Negan.
I don't know how to speak today. My language is no good.
Mister, I hope you got your brown pants on, or your shitting pants.
Shitting pants. Sorry, you gotta say it right. Gotta redo that. I hope you got your shitting pants on. There's gonna be a whole lot of that going on.
In the military, it's I hope you got your brown underwear on.
Well, I've packed enough military families to say that I feel the green-brown underpants are close enough.
Yeah, those are the ones that you get issued.
Yeah, because, I have seen those underpants by the single male soldiers, and you can't hardly tell the rising stripes. You can't hardly tell the difference in the stain. And trust me when I say that, because there was a load of laundry in a barracks.
Mm-hmm.
It was the clothes he was taking, but he didn't make that clear. And I was just like, I was thinking to myself, I'm just like, your room would be so much cleaner. Which, for anybody who uses moving and storage, clean your shit up first, please. And I'm not even in that industry anymore. Anyways, I'm not thinking anything about it. There's the basket. It needs to go. I'm not sniffing people's stuff. Because let me tell you, the barracks always stink.
Mm.
The barracks. And it's not in the females' rooms are so much better. Well, except for one, and I swear to God, her underwear were like, "Please don't let me die." They were pretty crusty as fuck, and they did not get packed.
Wow.
I'm just saying. That's why I wore gloves for a very long time. Anyways, so the barracks always stink. It smells like dirty nut and ass. Even the females. The females are better, but still, they're dirty. Anyways. So I'm not thinking, go ahead.
These units have no standards.
That is correct. This is our local base.
This would never have flown in Fort Bragg. Oh, well, at least not in the 82nd area. You'd got your shit kicked in if an NCO came into the barracks and was wondering what the smell was, somebody was getting their ass kicked. Anyway.
Well, here's the thing. So some of these commanders some of these people at our local base, and actually I'm gonna predicate it with is that the right word?
Sure.
I'm gonna predicate it with they're not at our current base anymore. So they were, because obviously I wouldn't have the experience of packing them if they were still here, except for one, which is like probably one of the most awesome families. But even then, I was only there like one day packing.
Oh, they were just moving across post.
No, they were supposed to be moving across the country, and literally 2 hours into their move, he got a call from the upper ups, and he actually got promoted to the base commander.
Oh, nice.
And let me tell you, he is an extremely nice man. He's a very fair, very balanced, he's the one I told you about that when we got done, like 10-something at night, made sure he called ahead to the exit post that you're not supposed to be able to get. Made sure we went out with no problems, because that's the thing where your badges do have limits to them. So here's the thing: I did it for 4 years. 2 years I had 24/7 access, which is an unusual thing. But I think that the guy who issued it just liked my friends that hang out with me all the time. That's what I think. That's my opinion. But it also could have been because the person who was actually originally running the original company I was at, he was very well aware of the fact that, one, we were short-staffed. In moving and storage, you should have about 45 people, 45 to 60 workers during peak season, which is, generally speaking, up until the new regulation changes that started this year. Peak season used to be March 15th to November 15th.
Okay.
Now, the last set of regulations that I read saying that 2025 it was changing, it was going to be May 20-something to October 1st. They're cutting the peak season down. Anyways, yeah, he was so great. So yeah, but he got 2 hours. the actual driver, because a semi truck actually came to pick up. So he got what was called a direct move. Semi truck came to actually pick him up. They got 2 hours into it, and they got like, I think they got 200 of their, I want to say it was like 1,600 total items, boxes, furniture, this, that, and the other, loaded into the truck. And he got a call, and they're like, "You're not going anywhere except for 2 doors down." Wait, hold on. Was it 2 doors? Yeah. He was here, not here, and there. Yeah, he was going 2 doors down to the uppity schmuckety.
It should have been 3 doors down.
I know, it would have been so much funnier. But fun fact, so this guy was here, he moved 2 doors down, but 3 doors down from where he was, that person had the same thing happen, and they moved 2 doors down. That was like 6 months later, which was hilarious. It was hilarious. Anyways,
Walking Dead.
Why did you let the squirrels in the room? How did we get to moving in storage from Walking Dead? Oh, dirty. Fucking dirty motherfuckers. Brown. Yeah. So anyways, he had the laundry basket there. I'm not thinking anything. Go ahead and laugh out loud. I see it building on your face.
No, I'm fine.
He's holding back his tears of laughter. His laughter of tears.
I have no tear ducts.
That's true. That's true. You're like a lizard. You just lick your item.
Yep. Anyway.
You do that, and then Harry Potter comes to mind.
The
Goblet of Fire.
I'm not going to make that comment.
The Goblet of Fire.
Okay.
At the very end.
Is that the one with the basilisk?
No, that's like number 1 or number 2.
The Chamber of Secrets is the one with the basilisk.
Okay, so Barty.
I don't remember.
He takes the polyjuice potion, and he pretends to be somebody else, because either you've read all the books or you've seen all the movies between the 2 of them.
Yeah,
right?
I've listened to them on Audible and then watched one of the movies.
So Barty Crouch Jr. drinks the polyjuice potion because, he's a Death Eater. He drinks the polyjuice potion and pretends to be Mad-Eye Mooney, and that's exactly what he did every time he was starting to run out. It's his nervous twitch, what you just did. So now you all have a visual of what he did, only he's way better looking than those guys. A small penis, but way better looking. Anyways. So,
Allegedly. Minuscule. Anyway.
I'm telling you, I would vote for you in the Howard Stern competition. Lowered expectation. Anyways, so this kid, please don't laugh and drive. Please don't laugh and drive. I'm so sorry for my squirrels, but please don't laugh and drive. And the reason I say that is because episode 11, I actually fell out of this chair laughing, re-listening to it, to make sure the audio quality was a lot better. Anyways, so this kid had this basket there. I'm not thinking about it because, barracks, they stink, blah, blah, blah. Speaking of shitting pants. And I go to pick him up, and he's like, "Oh, ma'am, I'm sorry, let me take that. I need to wash those." And I look down, and I'm just like, look at him. I'm like, these are just stained, right? And he's just like, "I'm so sorry, ma'am. I'm so embarrassed." I'm like, motherfucker. But, it's a perfect color if you ask me, because you can't really see it, but you can see it.
I mean, the joke is that they're that color specifically so that when you crap yourself, you can't tell. But the reality of it is because white is a bad color to be trying to hide in the woods with. So.
That's because motherfuckers these days don't know how to pull their pants up.
In the military, you better be pulling up your fucking pants.
Do you want to hear the horror story of my military thing that will make me tell you that no, you're wrong?
They're walking around in uniform with their shit hanging out.
Are you ready for it?
Somebody needs to get their ass kicked.
In 2021, I went to a house on our local post, and a gentleman opened the door, and the smell hit me. He had no lights on in his house. He welcomed us in, but when he turned around to walk us down the hallway to go show us what he needed us to pack for him, his pants were ripped. He was not wearing underpants. He had shit clear up his crack, and I do mean literal shit. I mean feces. I mean poo-poo. Not only that, but he didn't have any socks on, and he had literal mildew growing on his toes because he was so filthy.
And let me guess, this person was getting kicked out?
Oh, no. He'd just gotten back from Iraq, and he'd been under 2-week quarantine. And apparently in that 2-week quarantine, his wife had left him for another man and taken their 2 dogs and their daughter.
Mm.
And I'm going to leave it at that because my experience was more like that than what it should have been.
Mm.
And I'm telling you, I will tell you the whole story. I'll do it on After Dark. I will tell you the whole story because this motherfucker, I'm telling you right now, he's going to be one of the motherfuckers you hear on the news. And I swear to Jesus, he was just on the news recently. And I was just like, because I was just like, as soon as I heard Virginia, like the last thing that just happened in Virginia, I went, like, and then they finally, like, and I was just like, okay. Anyways, so no, there is many of today's military, and it's really sad because, you know, a lot of these guys go in with good intentions. However, obviously our history around here and our base around here, it's not anywhere near like, Fort Hood. Jesus Christ, Fort Hood. Oh, that's bad. I actually helped pack a house of a guy who was going to Fort Hood to do what he did very well, and he got an $80,000 bonus to go.
Yeah.
And that $80,000 bonus was because he was fitting to retire at 47 years old. Yeah. And they told him, 4-year contract, $80,000 bonus for you to go to Fort Hood and do this. And he went, make it a 2-year contract and $80,000 bonus. And I'll say yes. But my pay has to go to $120,000 a year. And they went, sold. Dead. True story. Anyways, so Walking Dead, why did they kill Carl? I can't for the life of me figure it out. Especially why would they bring him back in flashes? Like later, apparently he did a like a cameo appearance as one of the farmers in the future and stuff like that. It's so annoying. Like, it's not nice to say because I've watched. I like The Walking Dead.
Okay.
Fear the Walking Dead, I'm kind of mad at right now just because of stupidity. I told you about earlier about the fucking prosthetic foot ankle thing. And it was so evident, and I can't fucking stand that. I cannot stand that. Like, if you're going to do zombies and you're going to do that, make sure your shit is accurate. It isn't actually that hard to walk on your ankle for like 8 steps. It's really not. All you got to do is hire an actor, what do they call them, extra, who's had at least their ankle at least broken once, if not twice. It's really easy to do just a few steps. No shame, no game. So Walking Dead, totally love for the most part. There's things about it I'm just like, ugh. By the time you got to the end of The Walking Dead, I feel so bad because the actresses are such good actresses. Like, I like the actresses in other things.
Okay.
But I can't stand them in the show at some certain points. So, you've got the actress who plays Magda, who's a great actress. I've seen her in other things. She's a great actress, but I didn't like how her character had kind of become, like, so smarmy. Like, what did you expect, Yumiko? Ugh. Like, that's your girlfriend of 13 years. Why are you treating her like shit, motherfucker? You ain't got to do that. And then again, her girlfriend being like, things must be the way they must be. This is how we have to be law and orderly. Shut the fuck up. That's not how the apocalypse is going to work. It will not work that way. So I was really pissed when it came down to the end, and it was just like, those 2 people live, those 2 characters live, and 2 different characters died instead. And I was just like, are you insane? 3. I should say 3. I was like, are you insane? I was fucking mad. Because one of the characters that they introduced, I think in season 8, the actor's name is Dan Fogler, and he's a really good, like, balanced, kind of chunky actor. And I don't remember what his name is in the show right now. It's slipping my head. It'll come up, and I'll probably have to make a note in it or whatever. Anyways, they got rid of him. They got rid of his girlfriend. Like, they died. They got, she got eaten fully by zombies. Julie's her name. She got eaten by zombies. And then this other guy who was a music teacher, I don't know. I got mad. I'm telling you, I probably was more mad at season, I think, 8 than I was 7. Because they killed off these great key character women. Enid, Tara, Frankie, who I really liked. I thought she was funny. She didn't do a whole lot, but she was funny. And I don't know. It felt like they sure did kill an awful lot of women. Like, we don't know how to fucking work a firearm or something, I mean, are you joking? Anyways, why do you think they killed Carl Papa off?
I don't know. There could be any number of reasons, especially behind the scenes type reasons. But I've not seen or heard anything about him being problematic or him wanting to move on or anything like that. The actor. Yeah. So, I don't know. I mean, especially like, it was the beginning, and no, it was the end of the season before that they killed, what's the name?
Glenn?
Yeah, Glenn and the redhead dude.
Yeah, it took them 2 episodes to kill those fuckers off the end of season 6, beginning of season 7.
Okay. So it was kind of like, we already killed off one beloved character at least. Why are you fucking killing off this? And I was actually, I think maybe that's part of the reason, because I was assuming that he was going to be the one who survived everything.
Glenn?
Yeah. No, not Glenn.
Oh, Abraham?
Carl.
Oh, Carl, yeah. Logic says, right?
I mean, he's a kid, so the chances of him dying are probably higher than most adults, just in general.
Okay, maybe when he was 12, 13, 14, but not when he's like 16, expert marksman shooter.
Yeah.
Which can happen. My ex-husband was an expert marksman shooter at 16, so it can happen.
I'm not saying that was not possible. What I'm saying is the chance of you making stupid decisions is much higher when you're a child still than when you're in your late 20s and 30s and beyond. I was expecting him to survive, and so was like the rest of the people as far as the characters were concerned. Like his dad was always like, "You're the future. You're gonna outlive me," and then suck it.
Like, fuck you, Rook.
Maybe they were just doing it for the drama. Like, there's a book series that I really liked. That was a lit RPG, and it's written by a Russian dude. And so I think I blame that for the reason, but he would always, basically, pretty much every novel, he would overcome whatever his obstacle was. He would be at a point where, yay, he won, he's moving forward, and then something would happen that was just an absolute kick to the nuts.
Yeah.
Like, in one of them, he had a girlfriend, and in this series, you get uploaded into the game, or you can get uploaded into games. The government tries to dissuade people from doing that, except for China. China basically takes on a big campaign where they upload all their elderly people, because your mind gets uploaded, then they can destroy your body, whatever.
So you're not wasting resources.
Exactly.
Pollution.
And then they do the same with all of their prisoners. So everybody that's in prison, they fucking upload them all and put them in a special prison fucking quote unquote game, or they put them in other games, because some of these games you can actually earn money by playing the game.
Okay, so the point of putting them in the game, if they're prisoners who are never getting out of prison, is just for entertainment of others.
Basically, they would
continue to torment their mind and soul.
They would essentially be slaves, because the way they would set up their characters.
Okay.
So they would essentially be slaves in another game for other people's entertainment, is essentially what the Chinese were doing. Anyways. So he was uploaded because he had an inoperable brain tumor. So he intentionally got himself uploaded into the system.
Right.
But his girlfriend was just a casual player. Well, not a casual player, but she was just a player. And her sister had some seriously unfortunate events happen to her, and she ended up dying as a result. And so she was trying to get revenge in the real world on the people who did this. And basically they came up with a plan. They got her weapons and stuff, and did a very good job of planning out how to kill the individual. Not the individual who was responsible, because she couldn't get to them because they were mob members, but the police officer that covered it up, and then did a bunch of stuff to make it worse for her sister. So anyway, she kills that individual, and then goes and runs to her little safe house to get uploaded, and the mob shows up and kills her as she's uploading. And so, like, the dude just won his big battle, he got his cool reward, and now he knows his girlfriend is coming. So she's like running to him, all happy. They're all happy. He's like, "Oh yeah, we're together." And then she just disappears
because she didn't fully upload before her death.
She got killed, and it's like, motherfucker, man, This is such bullshit. This was a good ending, and you fucking ruined it, you fucking Russian fuck.
That's kind of... Maybe that is what's going on.
Yeah. And so it was... Yeah, it's a very Russian thing where it's like, we can't have nice things. We're Russian. And we're used to it. And we enjoy the suck. And fuck everybody else. You should enjoy the suck too. Or just cry about it. Like I'm doing right now. But yeah, maybe it's something like that. Yeah.
I don't know. It just, there are a few things that make me have visceral reactions.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that Harry Potter book. That one. Fuck that one. Like, I don't know. I mean, I hate to say it. Like, I didn't want Carl to die. Because, if you think about it, right? If you think about it, he fucking died right in the middle of us enjoying Carl Papa. And all the glory of that.
Yeah.
And it was just like, you dirty bitches, right? So there's not many things that are going to, especially not entertainment-wise, they're going to elicit that kind of reaction, especially shit that's just like fantasy, sci-fi, whatever. Real shit, I can watch the serial killer stuff now so calm because I've had my going up to the TV and yelling at it, if you were alive today, motherfucker, I'd fucking stab 5,000 needles into one eye. I'm very grounded in the fact that I would be a vengeful executioner. Fuck you, you hurt people. Ooh, we're not friends. But yeah, I don't know. I still can't answer that question for my partner. Like I said, I hate to say it, but there are other characters that have died it's pissed me off more when they've died than when Carl died. Because, like, on the one hand, when you're watching it and he's doing this, like, you saw it was coming. You really did see it was coming because there were all these little examples, like him running away and following Enid and, crashing a car and then fucking rollerblading 25 miles to the hilltop. Like,
was that his girlfriend or the?
Yeah, that was like his confidant, his girlfriend. I don't know.
His crush.
Yeah, because she's actually a little bit older than him, because I think when they meet, she's like 16, he's 14.
Yeah.
Something along that line. But you see it happening, like, you see it coming. You know what I mean? Like, you see this death coming because of stupid decisions he fucking made. Like, at the end of season fucking, trying to think, at the end of season, towards the end of season, at the end of season 6. So, I think it's season 6, somewhere, like, maybe it's the end of season 5. I don't know. Anyways, when you see him and he loses his eye, like, you see this buildup of some shit's gonna happen to him because of just how he likes to. He's so antagonistic to people. No, Ron, you can't act like that. No, Ron, you can't think like that. I know Enid was your girlfriend, but was because last I heard this morning we were still dating. Here we are in the afternoon, and you're telling me we're not. I mean, he just came across so know-it-all.
Mm.
One of my favorite scenes.
I mean, that is a teenager.
Ugh, yeah. Ugh. One of my favorite scenes, though. This isn't nice. Okay, so there's a scene. Rick's hurt, like, right? It's after the governor comes, and, everybody dies. Herschel dies. Herschel's been murdered. The governor dies. And Rick's had the shit beat out of him by the governor, and him and Carl go off walking, which, if anybody else pays attention to The Walking Dead, that whole season, Rick did not have a Southern accent or a Georgia accent. He talked it like your average Midwestern person.
He talked it good.
But as soon as he gets the shit beat out of him by the governor, he's like, Carl, you got to slow down. He's got a Southern accent going on. And I felt so bad for Andrew Lincoln because I'm like, ooh, was that fight scene so bad it like knocked the Southern back into him? I don't know. But so anyways, him and Carl go walking. They find this abandoned house. They secure it up and everything. And Carl's just being a kid. I don't need you. It's the 120 ounce pudding incident.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and so, I don't need you. He's survived all these things. He got cocky because he survived 4 different zombies. The 3 that attack him outside of the house, and then the one who steals his shoe inside the house, right? Then he's sitting up on the rooftop with the zombie going, right? And he's eating 120 ounces of pudding, and then he goes back and he tells his dad, I don't need you. You should just die. Blah, 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 blah. And Rick,
while his dad is comatose?
While his dad's comatose. And then Rick kind of wakes up and he's like, Rick. And Carl's just like, I'm so wrong. I just do it. I just do it because he can't shoot him and everything. And for a split second, I was going, oh my God, is Rick finally going to die? Because I knew he was supposed to be dead by this point. He's supposed to be dead by time Carl's 13, I think.
Yeah.
And I got really excited. I was like, oh my God, is this how they're going to end? Because at that point, my feelings about how I felt about Carl, that episode changed how I felt about Carl.
Yeah.
It had been changing ever since their first, season 3, I think is their first season of the prison. And he, killed that kid. I get it, but I don't know. I've seen enough serial killer documentaries that I'm like, oh, he was getting off on that shit. But my thoughts about Carl changed on that episode, and I got so excited going, is Rick gonna eat him? And then they were both lived. Ugh. But Walking Dead, I don't know why they do some of the things they do. Same thing that just happened with Fear the Walking Dead, besides that little prosthetic malfunction, which anybody who had the production or has anything to do with the editing of Fear the Walking Dead, even though it's off, go back and fix your shit. It's around the ranch getting annihilated. Anyways, but they killed off people they shouldn't have killed off. I'm like, why did you kill off this person and not that person? That doesn't make. I don't give a fuck if he's a well-known actor or not.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make sense the sequence of which they're doing things.
Mm.
They just killed off a character, and I'm like, you know what? That's fucking bullshit. They just killed off a lady who it's a character I really like. Her name's Ophelia. I really like, but I came to not respect her so much, but then I kind of did because she did his best for her. Anyways, killed her off. Basically, she died 15 seconds before her dad could tell her that he loved her. Fucking bullshit.
Yes, of course.
So I've seen those. So Walking Dead tons of time. Daryl Dixon, The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon. It is a little hard to follow, but because of the way my brain works and the way my speech works, it was fine.
Was Carol in that one?
No.
It's just him?
It's just him and some French lady. I know where the French lady's from, because I said Harry Potter. She played Fleur in the Harry Potter series, the tall, thin, blonde girl from the all-school girls.
From the all-girls?
From the all-girl schools, but yeah.
Yes, all-school girls.
Where Harry rescues her sister, and she's just like, oh, my sister, thank you so much. And gives some hugs and stuff. That tall, good-looking, blonde teenage lady. She's in the actual Daryl Dixon show.
Okay.
So it's good, but again, they make decisions that I wouldn't agree with. So I haven't seen the season where Carol's introduced. They're only going to do a total of 4 seasons for it.
Mm.
And then, of course, The Walking Dead Dead City. I've seen some of it, and I just... Gaius Charles was in it. He was an actor that was in Friday Night Lights TV show. I like him. He's a good actor. But I'm seeing what's going on. Don't you worry your pretty little head about it. My name's Dagda. Oh, Wilma.
Wow.
Dude, I'm telling you, that's one of my favorite scenes I've ever seen. But anyways.
The Flintstones.
Asshole. Anyways, it's not for me. You might like it. I don't like the person that Maggie's become, and I don't like the fact that they're trying to spin this. I literally think I made it through 2 or 3 episodes, and I was just like, where's Negan's wife? Where's the explanation for Negan's wife? What the fuck is going on? I like Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I think he's a very good actor, and all that, but I don't like, and I can't sign off on what they're doing with Herschel, and I don't like and can't sign off on how Maggie's behaving. Lauren Cohen, I think she's a good actress, but, you can't sit there and make googly eyes at the guy that murdered your husband, 16 years before. He'd be like, it's hard for me to look at you some days, and I just can't, and I walk away. You just got to understand, it's because every time I look at you, I hear that going down on his head over and over, and him trying to get to me, and he can't. I understand, right? Okay, I would be totally, if my partner, who stature-wise very much resembles Abraham, right? If you think about it, I would be devastated. But I'm also very realistic that we're in the motherfucking apocalypse, and trust me, there would be no Rick to stop me from murdering the motherfucker if anybody murdered him.
Yeah.
It wouldn't happen. And the fact that she, she's like, I came here to murder Negan. Negan's already dead. But then hold it against him for the next fucking 10 years. It's just like, bitch, you're in an apocalypse. If you have the opportunity, oh, wait, you did. You guys are the motherfuckers who started it by raiding the fucking outpost. They could have minded their own fucking business. But anyways, Walking Dead, Dead City? No thanks. Daryl Dixon, sure. Fear the Walking Dead? Undecided because I'm mad at him right now. Have you seen The Ones Who Live? Have you seen the follow-up, the ending of Rick and Michonne's story?
No. I've not watched any of the Walking Dead stuff since, like I said, that one season.
Since 2016? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know. Their story just...
I mean, I'm sure... Blah, 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 English, motherfucker. Do you speak it?
No, you do not.
I will...
Jibber jabber, do you speak it?
Sure. I speak two things. Bad English and cussing.
Fuck yeah!
Uncle fucker.
Go fuck yourself, Uncle fucker.
I'm sure at some point I will watch this stuff, but yeah, it's...
Maybe when you go to a nursing home, if you ain't watched it by now, you probably aren't going to watch it. You got so many other projects going on. Well, we still have to, starting next week, we probably need to take... Why'd you look at me like that? Did I interrupt you mid-sentence?
No.
Why'd you look at me?
I didn't even look at you.
Yes, you did. Yes, he did. He looked at me like I just shit in his Cheerios.
Thank God.
Dude, I'm telling you what. My inner child's still mean mugging my partner about telling us he won't love us no more. Fuck that. Fuck that bullshit. Don't you start on it. I will. You see that? My step stool is right there. I will pull it out and get on my high horse so I can see eye to eye with you at the chair.
It's kind of far away with those short arms of yours.
I do have T-Rex arms. It's not my fault. It's the way I was built. Obviously, you have a lot of projects going on.
Yeah.
You can't exactly... I don't think you can successfully watch a TV show, do your schoolwork, make sure we're meeting all the sound requirements for this, and listen to an Audible book all while scrolling through Fat Life at the same time. I don't think you can do it.
Yeah, let me pull up Fat Life. Oh.
That is not for this podcast. That is for...
Hold on, I gotta be doing something with my hands while you're talking.
Excuse me, sir, that's not for this podcast. What's that for?
After dark.
That's correct. That is not during daylight hours. Well,
it says you. Anyway.
I hope you don't abuse your socks. That's all I'm gonna say.
My socks are perfectly fine. It's other people's socks that gotta be worried.
You fucking sneak down into the basement, go to the dryer. Dryer, are these clean? Is it soft enough? I want it rough, yeah.
How come I only have left socks? What the fuck?
Somebody said that to me once. I was just like, I don't understand. But, when you wear socks over time, I actually understand. You can distinctively tell between the left foot and the right foot if you wear them the same every time.
Yeah.
You should just be like me, throw them all into a fucking pile and pull them out whenever you want.
That's what I do. Yeah.
I almost said one of your roommates' names, and I was just like, keep your socks under lock and key, girl. Well, okay, let's be honest here. I
mean, women's socks are much softer than men's.
So I'm saying is if you were going to go borrow, not steal, obviously. I don't know, unless you go down like the Phantom of the fucking Opera at night and nobody's looking, sneak it back upstairs and then throw it away in the trash in the morning before anybody knows it was gone.
I mean, at least half the time I'm removing somebody else's laundry so I can do mine. So I have the opportunity, but no. It's funny, but that would be dishonorable.
You just throw it back into the washer when you're done, like, whore, go give yourself a bath.
I don't pay them for their services. I pay them to leave.
That's right. Okay, so we ran a little bit long today. Obviously, most of you guys aren't minding. Minding? I do not speak English well right now, because all I can see is you walking up to a washer and throwing something in it going, Wash yourself. Sorry. Okay, anyways, we did our shout-outs. We don't know why Walking Dead did what they did.
Yeah, I have no idea.
A lot of the single guys in the barracks are stinky. I have a couple of really good military stories for you when we get that way. But anyways, we are running long today because Squirrel.
Have you met us?
Have you met us? But I will say, here's the interesting thing for me, is that the episodes that are doing well, like better than the others, are the longer ones.
Interesting.
You fucking size queens. I'm kidding. Hey, in case you missed the outro, like so many of you do, please, if you haven't already, comment, like, follow, subscribe, join us on Patreon, join us on Discord, join us on Facebook. We're easy to find. We're not easy, but we're easy to find. And we appreciate you if you've listened this far. All that fun stuff with our squirrels today. So are you ready to call it a day?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he's late for his dinner. So, all right, guys, thank you so much. And we'll be chatting again soon, yes?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, we'll talk to you
Later.
Bye. Okay, everybody. That's all the time we have for today. So I want to thank you for stopping by to enjoy the conversation. We're glad you're here. And please share and share again and share some more. And if you haven't already, subscribe. We'll be having another chat and another cup soon. We'll talk to you then. Look forward to seeing you.